So I feel like the referee in this game was a bit biased. And maybe that sounds like I'm crying and complaining, but the referee gave 3 minutes of added time, which is too little with how much time Atletico were wasting in this game. And then on top of that, the referee blows on the 3rd minute after Atletico wasted an entire minute, giving Real Madrid no chance to win the game. Now, is that a good thing for me to complain about? No, it's not. And the reason why it's not is Real Madrid had an entire half to make a comeback, and they couldn't. They had the momentum, they had the players to accomplish it, but they couldn't achieve it. And it's so unfortunate because the only reason Atletico had a goal in this game was because of a penalty. And this to me, listen, I'm a Madrid fan, but I have to admit, it is a penalty. If this happened to Real Madrid, and for those Real Madrid fans that think this shouldn't have been a penalty, twist it the other way around and you would be saying it's a penalty. If it happened to Real Madrid, you would be saying it's a penalty. And if I'm going to say it's a penalty, Julian Alvarez steps up and he scores it. 1-1, and to be honest, in the first half, Real Madrid were not poor, but they were not great. They were not great at all in my opinion, but they did do some good things. They could barely even touch the penalty box of Atletico Madrid. But when second half began, they touched that penalty box. They touched it so much times. Literally, like Vini was cooking, Mbappé was cooking, Rodrigo was cooking, Bellingham to an extent. I do feel like he was a bit too impatient for a goal, and therefore took some opportunities away from the other players who were in good positions to score the goals. So that was the title decider, and honestly, this is bad. Because sure, Real Madrid are still on top of the league, but Barcelona, who are in fantastic form, can catch up. They can catch up to Real Madrid again and steal top spot yet again. You can even have Atletico steal top spot. If we see the Real Madrid that played against Espanyol, then I think we're gonna bottle this league. But the next match, let me tell you that next match, it's coming up Tuesday. This is not a Wednesday fixture, it is Tuesday. Manchester City. And let me tell you something, we went from one high stakes game to another high stakes game this Tuesday against Manchester City. It is a big tie, and I made a previous video about this, a preview on who I think is going to win. I suggest you to go and check that out, but it is looking scary. I'm seeing Rodri in the squad list for Manchester City. Now, that isn't to say he's going to play in the match, but it is to say he is nearing availability. But let's give some honorable mentions to Kylian Mbappé. He scored the goal, and honestly, I think he could have even scored some more goals. He was fantastic in this game. And overall, with reports of what I've been hearing about Vini Jr. not renewing with Real Madrid, it concerns me. This is a Madridster. This is a full-blood Real Madrid player who just rejected a contract offer from Real Madrid. And why is this happening? Let me tell you why this is happening. It's Kylian Mbappé. And I'm not blaming Kylian Mbappé, but I think Vini Jr. sees his value. He knows that he is on the level of Mbappé, so therefore he's gonna demand the same amount of money that Kylian Mbappé is making, and we're gonna see this in the future. We're gonna see this with Jude Bellingham, with possibly Rodrigo. I don't think Valverde would do it, but I'm thinking it could be bad money-wise for Real Madrid. You don't want to end up in a debt like Barcelona. And I have a question for you guys there in the comments. Do you want Vini to leave? Because I've been reading the comments. And people, you guys in the comments have been saying Vini should either be dropped, sold, or anything bad concerning Vini. So I'm asking you guys in the comment section, do you think Real Madrid should just let him go or offer him a bigger contract? And let's give another honorable mention to Raul Asensio. He had a fantastic game. The man is ready to play for Real Madrid in these big games. He has proven himself And I think he's a top player. A top player on the rise, on the come up. We found a gem. And I think he's a 1 in a million player. 1 in a million academy player. And listen, this is just my thoughts, but I'm starting to see similarities to this season and the 2022/23 season because it just looks the same. A struggling Real Madrid, still in a top position, but they can lose their top position. In the Champions League against Manchester City, we could get knocked out. And then Copa del Rey is on the table for us to win. So I see a lot of similarities, but with that all being said, let's get a rundown on how this team played in this Atletico Madrid match. Thibaut Courtois, I thought he was quite good in this game, made some good saves. He did concede the penalty, but I mean, what can we even say about that? I'm gonna say Thibaut Courtois, 8 out of 10. Fran Garcia, this guy has shown out. Mendy, put the fries in the bag, you are gonna be on the bench. Fran Garcia is outshining Mendy in every way. His defending has become better. He's obviously way better in attack. Fran is better than Mendy. I think we need to stop this narrative of Mendy being the better defender. Because I do think he does have an advantage in defense. But Fran has been impressing me in defense. So I think, first of all, Fran Garcia starting this game was a big deal. And I think he's breaking into the first team. I'm going to give Fran Garcia 8 out of 10. Lucas Couchke, so the man that is a right winger, not a right back. He played a fairly decent game. I didn't see him make any defensive mistakes. But I'm going to say decent performance, 7 out of 10. Aurelien Tchouameni, a player who has brought his form back up. He's an excellent player yet again. Fantastic performance, 9 out of 10. At centre back in this game, he was sensational. And we talk about sensational, Raul Asensio is also there. Wow, what a performance from this academy player. He's 21 years of age. Man is playing like an experienced centre back. With Raul Asensio also a 9 out of 10. Dani Ceballos had a very good performance. He was very involved. I like that about this game. And it's not as quiet as his previous games in my opinion. He was very much in the action, making the passes, making the tackles, even making a few mistakes, but still doing something. I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. Fede Valverde, a good display, good tackles, good passes. He even made some good runs there at the right back position once I believe Vasquez came off. So Valverde, a 8 out of 10 performance. Jude Bellingham, I thought he was good. I even saw him. There was even a point in the match, I don't know if you heard this, but he completely swore at the referee. This man said F off, F you to the referee. Like, I'm not saying Spanish referees are stupid, but surely they should know some English. Because he was swearing at that referees. I don't know if you heard that, but I heard it. And I think many people heard that. So with Jude Bellingham performance-wise, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. He was quite mid. Rodrigo Goes, he assisted, well, kind of assisted the goal. Rodrigo had a good performance. He can play in every single position. Put him anywhere he performs. And I'm going to give him 8 out of 10. So with Vinicius Jr., I thought he was poor in the first half. He then improved his performance in the second half. Now I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10, not his best performance. Actually, the fact that he rejected the first contract renewal, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. You can't do that. You can't reject Real Madrid. You know who Real Madrid is. You can't reject them. You can't. Lastly, Kylian Mbappé. Fantastic performance. I don't know what else to say. He has truly stepped up his game, got into the right position, scored the goal, could have had more goals, made some good dribbles in this game. I'm going to give Kylian Mbappé a 9 out of 10 performance. But that's it for now. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section. Up here's a new video about Manchester City against Real Madrid. What are my thoughts on this game? So if you want to check that out, click on this. But peace.